Good day, viewers. Welcome back again to another episode on Joktan Online Maths. If you are watching this for the very first time, please consider subscribing to my YouTube channel for more videos on mathematics. Today, we shall discuss about inequalities. But this time around, it has to do with an absolute value. An absolute value. Now, say solve for x if the absolute values of x squared minus 5x is less than 6. Now, when we're talking about absolute value, actually, an absolute value is defined as this, assuming the absolute value of x is defined as negative x or positive x. Now, when they're talking about absolute value is actually the non-negative value of a number, but it's actually defined as either minus x or x. So, whichever way, if the absolute value of minus x, if we are being asked of the absolute value of minus x, the answer is always positive because it is the non-negative value of a number. So if this is defined as this, then how do we define this? This becomes x squared minus 5x now be defined as minus x squared minus 5x or x squared plus 5x. So one is positive and one is negative. So therefore, we have to solve this individually. But remember, I said the absolute value of x squared minus 5x is less than 6. So each of them will be less than 6, and let us see how the results will be. So if we're taking this one, the first one here, minus x squared minus 5x less than 6. Or we go with this, x squared plus 5x is less than 6. So now we have to solve these two individually. Now, if we have something like this, we can divide both sides by minus 1. And dividing through by a negative, it will change this sign from less than to greater than. So this is the same thing as, okay, dividing both sides by minus 1. So everything here becomes x squared minus 5x to now change to greater than minus 6. And while this one will be just the same thing the way it is, x squared plus 5x less than 6. And this becomes, now we can, this will give us a quadratic equation. And this will be like x squared minus 5x. When this comes to this side, it becomes plus 6, all greater than 0. While this one gives us x squared plus 5x minus 6, all less than 0. Sorry, this place is minus. This place is minus. Gives us less than 0. So we have to solve this quadratic equation and solve this quadratic equation, and let us see the results of this. Now, solving this quadratic equation using factorization method, I'm just going to give you a shortcut to it. Normally, if you are using a quadratic method and the leading coefficient of x is 1, so there is no need to panic. Just put x here and put x here. Now, we need to find the factors of the product of x, the 6 and x squared, such that when we add them, it will give us minus 5x. Those numbers are minus 2 and minus 3, because when we multiply minus 2 and minus 3 to give us 6, when we add them, it will give us minus 5. So we have a minus 2 here and a minus 3, all greater than 0. While for this one, we also have to look for the product of the factors of the product of minus 6 and x squared, which is minus 6x squared, such that when we add them together, we have a minus 5x. Now, this also gives us x. Now, we need to find these numbers. These numbers are minus 6 and 1. Minus 6 and plus 1. Because when we add this together, plus 1 and minus 6, we get minus 5. And when we multiply them together, we have minus 6. So this is almost done. So therefore, either x minus 2 greater than 0 or x minus 3 greater than 0. Now, solving this by adding 2 both sides, x is equal to, rather, x is greater than 2 or x is greater than 3. Now, if we are to consider this on a graph, we observe that if the value of x is 3, this argument will not be true. And if it is true, it will not be true. So I would advise we start taking the values of x from 4 upward. Since they say x is greater than 2 or x is greater than 3. So I would advise we start taking the values of x from 4. Now, when we come back to this side, either x minus 6 is less than 0 or x plus 1 is less than 0. And what this means is that x is less than 6 or x is less than minus 1. And likewise this. Now let us see how the graph will be. Now for the first one, for x greater than 2 or x greater than 3, for x greater than 2, if here is 0, here is 2, it means all values here can work. But what happened to when it is also greater than 3? That means here is 3. See, at the same time, x is greater than 2 or x is greater than 3. But if we put the value of 3 in this equation, we put the value of 3 here, x to be 3, it means 3 will be here, and 3 minus 3 is 0. And whatever value we have here, 3 minus 1, is 0 greater than 0? 0 is not actually greater than 0. It is actually equal to 0. So the values that may work and can work perfectly will be from 4 upward. Now for the second one, for when x is less than 6 or x is less than 1, it means this is minus 1. Say x is less than minus 1. So every value can work here. We have minus 2, minus 3, all can satisfy this equation. And this is for x less than minus 1. And for x, and this is 6, this is 12, minus 6. Again, x less than 6. So look at this and look at this. Whatever value of x you put here, it can satisfy this equation. Whatever value of x you put here that is less than 6, it can also satisfy this equation. I think we have solved the problem. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to share to your friends and colleagues. And don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel for more videos on Dr. Online Maths. Have a nice day.